picture I could see if I just close my eyes. Have the foresight to believe. Time don't move backwards, it speeds to the future fearlessly. Charging forward when I open my mouth,
Hi guys, welcome to our loft review. Now, this loft consists of the master's bedroom, the walk-in closet, and the ensuite bathroom. In the previous videos, I mentioned that we did a loft conversion to gain 2 more rooms in this property. I'm sure you must have seen the entryway video where I took you all the way up to show you the way, like the stairs, the entrance to the loft conversion. Now I am at the top, right, the very top. This is the landing of the loft bedrooms. Now, when you come upstairs, by your right is the master's bedroom, the middle is the bathroom, ensuite bathroom, and your left is the walk-in closet. So we're going to start with the master's bedroom before I take you to the bathroom and then to the walk-in closet. So if this is the kind of video you love to watch, and if you have been enjoying our review so far, please go ahead to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's enjoy the rest of this video. I've just stepped into the bedroom, and by my right is a little cozy corner that we have created for the client. It's a small bed. The loft bedroom is quite small, so I feel like it would have been bigger if they didn't need a walk-in closet, like they use the whole floor for a bedroom, which I consider to be a waste of space, because at the end of the day they would have still wanted to have like the wardrobe and all that in the same space. So I love the idea of dividing it into 2, just keeping the room simple, airy, and less cluttered, and then having the walk-in closet on the other side. So the theme for this room, client specifically wanted very neutral. We have gone with very neutral furniture, and then she gave us the liberty to accessorize with a touch of color, just a little. So that is what we have done for her in this space. I'm very particular about sticking to the brief when it comes to bedroom, because bedrooms are considered the people's sanctuary, and some people want it very peaceful. Some people want to come back to the bedrooms and just be able to sleep. So if you tell me you want it to stay neutral, then I'm happy to make it very neutral for you. The only thing is we'll have to blend the right texture, the right patterns to make it feel rich. Anyway, we painted the whole loft room the same neutral color that we have all over the house, so we brought it all the way to the ceiling. That's the only difference with what we have done in this room. So because it's a loft bedroom, so we have painted it all the way to the ceiling. Without the spotlight, this room will be quite dark, so we opted for the spotlights just so that we can have it as bright as we want whenever. So now there is this attic door here, so we have also painted the door the same color as the wall, and yeah, we also installed a dark grey rug to ground the bedroom. So by this side of the room, this is where you have the slopey corner. Because it's a slopey corner, there is limit to what we can achieve with this space. So instead, we have used it to create a very cozy corner for the client, such that if they don't want to use the bed, if you look very well, there's not enough space for either a sofa, chair, whatever in this room. Since we are limited to what we can do with this space, we decided to use this corner as a very cozy corner. So we introduced this very comfortable chair so that if they don't want to use the bed, they can easily use this. And then we created this little corner here whereby they can decide to use just this lamp and turn off all the lights in the evening or whenever. Just a cozy corner. Okay, moving from here, we have this bed, neutral bed. I did mention that we have gone for very neutral pieces in this room. So we have this neutral bed. Client wanted it to go all the way. Now if you look at this wall, you will notice that we have a little window by that corner, but I love that this bedroom is not the kind of bedroom that is so slopey on the headboard corner. So irrespective of the fact that we have that little window, we still had to make it work. We had to ignore that window in a way, okay? And then we introduced this bed with extra wings just so it spread open, keep the room feeling wide and open. Anyway, this client particularly chose this type of bed, the color and everything. This was specifically their choice, and I'm happy with it, because at the end of the day, she was worried that it was going to block off the window, and I said, don't worry, when we position the bed, we're not going to completely block it off, but I can assure you that some parts will be blocked off, but not completely. So that's what we have achieved here. It's a very neutral bed, like I said, and we have accessorized it with, neutral cushions. So we have also introduced this geometric throw on top of the texture throw that we have underneath. So we have layered 2 throws on this bed to give it that rich texture because it's neutral. So this is where I had to introduce a touch of color for her with these two cushions, while we still kept it very neutral with these other gray, different shades of gray cushions. Okay, so we introduced this square frames. We had to introduce 3 of them with this rechargeable wall light. Again, this is another way we had to layer lighting in this room. There is a lot of lighting, but we still kept it very warm inside here. This is the thing. This is a small bedroom. We don't want it to feel cramped, but at the same time, because the client is a maximalist, we wanted to make sure we introduce different pieces, not to make her feel like it was too simple, right? So what we did with the bedside table, we introduced a bedside table that is going to flow in terms of color with the bed, just so that it feels like one huge piece and not break up. Don't know how else to explain this, but this is what we have done here. And this bedside table has LED lighting, which is very beautiful. So it has 2 different storage sections for her on the other side as well. And we have also introduced this lovely black table lamp. So we were very intentional about the type of lamp to introduce here because, again, the bed and the bedside tables are very, very neutral. We needed to make a statement with the table lamps. So that's what inspired this type of table lamp we have here. And then we just had to accessorize with little pieces by the corner. So over here, we have also done the same thing, replicated the same bedside table, the same table lamp, but introduced little plants, artificial plants with this lovely textured picture frame. Okay, and in this window, so because we can't have curtains here, it will be a waste of material, waste of space. We had to bring in custom Roman blinds. So we use the same material we use in making the curtains to make the Roman blinds for her, just so that there is that flow. It doesn't feel like it's a different piece completely. So over here, this is something you don't really see in most loft conversion. You barely have space for curtains. But this was one thing that I loved about this particular loft conversion, the fact that they have window for curtains, because I always choose curtains every time. There's always that elegance that comes with having curtains. But then again, we kept it very neutral. But we have also introduced this nice embroidery on the side just to add character, add texture to the curtain. This is a blackout curtain. So what it means is that once it shuts down, everywhere goes dark. It's very rich and blackout, okay? So the only challenge we had here was the height from floor to ceiling is low, quite low. So that's all. So the room is not as high as, and because the room is not as high as we would want it to be, we introduced the flush ceiling light. So we don't want anything dangling over our heads, okay? The flush ceiling light is quite large. I think this is up to 60 cm wide, which is very suitable for the room. But then we kept it very flush because the ceiling is low. So over to this side of the room, the same side table we have at the cozy corner is what we introduced here, but instead we have used it to add a little bit of greenery to this corner just to break up all the neutrals going on here. And then with these little frames, you guys can see that the client insisted on having wall moldings in this room. She also wanted it above the headboard, but I totally disagreed with her because I just felt there was no need. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because again, the type of headboard we introduced was not necessary to have wall moldings. She compromised and she was happy for us to have it on this wall. Now, when we were building this loft, one of her primary needs for this particular wall is to eventually, maybe sometime in the future, be able to hang a TV here. So there is no plan to have a TV yet. She's still deliberating on it. But then what we did was to introduce socket just so that if she changes her mind, she can take down these frames and have a TV here. Okay, so we molded this wall and we're able to box in this very beautiful wall art. The wall art is very neutral, has a little touch of color, but still very subtle. And then we highlighted it with these picture lights. So you can see that we have created a neutral bedroom for this client. We tried as much as possible to stick to the brief, but still kept it a little bit colorful. We didn't go overboard with the colors. At the same time, we only introduced the pop of color on a piece that she can easily switch, like change. So if she doesn't like the cushion cover, she can take it off and use a very neutral. So it's a win-win for everybody. Anyway, so this is the loft master's bedroom. Let me know what you guys think about this bedroom. Tell me what your favorite piece is in this bedroom. So this is the ensuite toilet and bathroom. We still have a mirrored storage coming here. It's been wired, but it hasn't been installed yet. We went with these Calcutta tiles, very subtle but very beautiful, and this tall radiator, and then the shower. It's such a beautiful bathroom, very simple and beautiful. So we've got some little, so we created this little box here where the client can put a toiletries and towels and all these bits. This is literally what you see when you come into the ensuite. It's a very simple ensuite, nothing much to see here. Now let's go to the walk-in closet. Before we go there, please go ahead to smash that like button and subscribe. The extra amount to get content for you guys, so do not fail to subscribe. Let's go to the walk-in closet. Voila! So this walk-in closet is quite a small. I'd rather have this separate from the main bedroom, just because you want to keep your bedroom clutter free. So what we have done here is to make sure we maximize storage space. Let me walk you guys through what we did. First of all, we chose a color of wardrobe or doors that will blend in with the color of the wall, right, and the ceiling. Because the major color you're seeing right now is the ceiling, because most of the walls have been covered up. So we wanted it to flow. We wanted it not to feel too cramped up. So we made sure that the color we chose for the cabinet will be the same with the wall. Not really the same, but very close. So that way it flows, because again, it's a loft bedroom. Now, there is spotlight, so it keeps it very bright for her to do her makeup and do all those bits. And there are 2 windows in this walk-in closet, which also helps in introducing enough lighting in the space. So what we have done here is she had some preferences. So majorly she wanted enough storage for hanging clothes. So we prioritized hangers, and we also prioritized shoes and bag shelves. Okay, so this is one of the shoes and bag shelves she's got. It's quite deep, such that she can have some in front for display and still keep some behind. And we have this as a hanger with 3 drawers here, okay, for folding clothes, and then it's got another one on the top layer, so that is maximizing all the space. So this is a push in, so another hanger with shelves and on top as well. And then around this corner, so we have got shelves here where she can fold away some of her belongings, and this goes right inside, right? And over here, this is where you will see the attic. This is the attic, just like you have in the other room. But what we have done here is, just in order not to waste this space, we have used it to create a hanger space, such that even if clothes are being hung here and she wants to gain access to the attic, she just needs to move the clothes to one side and open the attic and, gain entrance if she wants. We just created a door, and we have housed the attic doors in here, which makes a lot of sense. And then we have another shelving space with hanger. So we have another hanger here. Like I said, clients prioritize having hanger because she has a lot of clothes that she hangs more than folding. So we have another space for folding, another hanger. Okay, so at the end of the day, this has eventually maximized the sloping space. You know, the sloping corner we have in the loft. So if you come to this side of the walk-in closet, we have also created some shelvings here for her, where she can have some display, shoes, bags, whatever she wants to display there. So if you notice, we introduced some smoked glass doors in this space. So the reason why we went for smoke again is because smoked feels very luxurious, and it just blends with the color of the cabinet we have chosen. So anywhere we have the smoked glass door, we have LED lighting inside, such that she opens, she'll be able to see properly what she wants to do. And again, this is another hanging corner for her. And then this client loves full-length mirrors a lot. I did show you guys the full-length mirror we have in her room. I'm going to show you once we finish from here. So we had to introduce a full-length mirror on this door, so that, she can use it when she's dressing to be sure that from head to toe she's fine. So we used one door to introduce the full-length mirror for her, and this one is a smoked glass door. Okay, so this is also for hanging. And then we have another shelf here. This part of the shelf is also for her to be able to fold some clothes. And then we have shelf underneath here. So the idea is we also have shelving here and under here, and then shelving here. Now, what happened with this space is we initially wanted to use this space to create like a dressing corner where she will have a dressing table and the mirror. But then we looked at it and we discovered that we're going to end up wasting a lot of space. So you can see how much space we have for hanging clothes. So we had to move the idea of dressing table to this side. After all, it's nice to be able to dress in front of a window, right? So what that made us to do is to get a table mirror. Now this table mirror is so beautiful. I had to source this mirror specifically for them. This is a custom made mirror because this client deserves it. Okay. The mirror is made up of some marble surrounding, which is it's quite large. I don't know if the video is doing justice to this mirror because it's quite large, so it makes sense that she can face the window and dress up. So what we now did was to use up the corner where we have the radiator. If not, the other option is to ignore the radiator, but we had to, you know, box in a table above the radiator and created this whole space here where the radiator heat can be emitted from, just so that we can use the space for a table. So instead of losing out on this space because of radiator, we had to use it up as a dressing table, which is a win-win, so that we can end up using all these other spaces for storage. I think this is what we call maximizing the little space you've got. And then because this client loves green, I had to bring in a green stool for her. Very touching and beautiful. Don't mind me, I'm so tired. Anyway, so this is what we have done with this walk-in closet. I want to know what your favorite thing is in this walk-in closet. I love that. For me, my favorite part of this walk-in closet would be the smoked glass corner where you have the LED light. You guys know Didi is obsessed with lighting, so every part of the wardrobe or the closet where we have smoked glass comes with LED lighting, and it's so beautiful. And I'll literally just own this walk-in closet if Uche would have me. So let me show you guys what I was talking about the climate. So you walk out from there, and this is her bedroom, which is very, very posh, you know. So we introduced a full-length mirror again for her here because, like I said, she really loves the idea of seeing herself from head to toe, and I'm all for it. So we had to introduce this curved mirror to add a little bit of, you know, shape and all that to the space. But anyway, it's hidden such that if she wants to, if she's in the room, she can easily use it. It's not taking up any much space. I mean, that space would have wasted anyway. So yeah, this is what we have done with this loft conversion, and I think I am very, very happy with the outcome. It's so beautiful. It's very functional. This is one space I'm sure that they're going to enjoy using, and yeah, it's been an experience for us. It's been an amazing experience for us, and it feels good to actually, you know, be a part of the building process, if that makes sense. Because now what it made us do was to be able to say, this is what we want here, this is what we don't want here, put this here, shape this here, you know, all those kind of things. So we're able to have our own inputs at the building stage. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this whole floor. Would you consider doing a loft conversion? I'm telling you, I didn't used to be a fan of loft conversion, but after working on this space, I feel like I'm ready. I'm just waiting for the money. I feel like I'm ready because my husband has been pestering me about loft. But I'm like, you know what, I can't be bothered. But right now, I think I can be bothered. It just makes sense, and it's a very good use of space. And also, most importantly, it's a way of upgrading your property, so the value of your property doubles if care is not taken, depending on your location. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this loft conversion. I would be waiting to read from you. The next review you guys are going to see will definitely be the living room. That is definitely going to blow your minds. Are you ready? If you ever need our services, our email is always in the description box. Send us a project you have in mind and we will walk around. We're happy to collaborate with you. Even when you have renovation project, we're happy to collaborate with your builders to bring your vision to life. Okay, so send us that email, and don't forget to follow us on all our socials, and most importantly, share this video, smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay fabulous. Bye.
I try to figure out who I am. Not sure what I'm doing here. And the days don't work out the way I thought they would. And before you there was no one who understood. Never found somewhere I fit in. Until I met you I was feeling lost. But you're the one who can make it go away.